Hello and welcome to my English class. Students, you are able to see on the screen subscribe, ding dong and thumbs up. Before discussing on the topic of part 2, that is the Rattrap written by Selma Lagerlof. Students, I want you, if you're a new user, my old user, whoever you may be, just press bell icon. Whatever the videos I'll be uploading, you can enjoy my videos, you can enjoy my class, you can get all the information properly. So just I request to subscribe the channel and do press the bell icon button. Okay, so thank you students. Just wait for the continuity of my class that I have stopped in the last class in the part 1 video. From there I'll be questioning, I'll be explaining the next chapter. Just within a few seconds I'll be bringing that channel. Okay, that video. Just have patience and just do subscribe and be active on my channel. Students, thank you, and I'm waiting for your subscribe and just have a patience to see the whole complete video of part 2. Thank you students, and wait and see. So what happened? He was not refused. A man did not show him what it, and most of the question comes. Okay, the students write it down. Who was an old man without wife or child? The students directly mention the students. See, we have seen the students writing without wife or child, or sometimes the students mention that no wife. Okay, no wife, no child. That's why he allowed it. So this kind of nuisance are not allowed. Okay, so try to understand when the question is asked. Why did? Just a minute. So you can understand, students. See, when the question, this kind of question come in examination, you have to very tactful to answer the questions. So in this line, what the writer is talking. So the owner, who was an old man without wife or child, the owner was not having wife or child, was happy to get someone to talk to in his loneliness. He is all alone. He's loneliness. During his loneliness time, he needs some companion. So that's why he welcomed him. First point you mentioned as being alone, and just add to his point that there was no presence of wife or child. So that's why he welcomed this man. So don't mention directly that no wife or without wife. So just don't come conclusion from there. Just drive the answer from the loneliness, then comes toward the wife or child. Okay, next one. Immediately he put the pot-rich pot on the fire and gave him supper. See, students, what we can say, you might have eaten dalia. Okay, dalia. Okay, you might have seen dalia. That as it's prepared, same way this pot-rich pot on the fire. This is a heavy meal has been prepared for, we can say, for the this guest. Who is the guest here? The peddler, the vagabond, who is a guest there. For him, he has prepared a heavy meal. Okay, and what happened? Then he carved off such a big slice from his tobacco roll. Just he made him ready for the tobacco roll, and it was enough both for the stranger's pipe and his own. So their pipes are ready. They can go for having a blowing the tobacco, and they can enjoy it. Finally got out an old pack of cards and played Mojlis with his guest until bedtime. So we play, the students, you might be playing different card games. So that's why, so here, what we can say, the narrator, the host and guest both were playing the card games. So what did the host offer to the guest? First, he welcomed him. Second, he immediately prepared what? That is a pot-rich by keeping on the fire for his supper, means heavy meal. We can say everything added to it, and means all kind of things. Wheat, the dal, and everything is added. Heavy meal is prepared. Like we can say dalia, what I told you in Hindi, term dalia. Okay. So then he offered him tobacco roll for smoking for their pipes, and then they played card games. These were the first things, what narrator or host did it for the guest. Host, who is the host? Host is the old man here, and the guest is, who is the guest here? The peddler, vagabond, tramp. Okay. Next one. The old man was just as generous with his confidence as with his potteries and tobacco. Okay, so we can see the man was a generous man with his confidence. He was very a good man, a nice man who saw his generosity. Okay, he offered him immediately. When you don't know anyone, you cannot offer him. I said it, no, you can only give the food, but you cannot offer him to stay in the house. He was so generous. He welcomed him to his house. He gave him food. He shared everything with him. Okay, so the guest was informed at once that in his days of prosperity, his host had been a crofter at Ramjo's ironwork. Okay, crofter, do you have idea who is a crofter? Students, do you have idea of who is a crofter? Anyone? If you have any idea? See, crofter, the one who is given a lease of land and do the work of farming. Okay, no. Okay, the one who do the work of farming. Suppose I have a piece of land and I'm giving XYZ boy, come on, you take my land like a lease, and they do for farming. So similarly, he was working Ramjo's iron work and he was in charge of doing farming. And so that's why he's named as a crofter and worked on the land. So he had worked on the land. Not that he was no longer able to do day labor. So now he was no longer, he has become so old, he cannot work for the day labor all along the day. So it was his cow who supported him. So now he was having a cow and that helped him. So yes, that bossy was extraordinary, means that cow was extraordinary, that offered him, that gave sufficient milk. She could give milk from the creamery every day. Okay, so from the milk he used to extract cream and he used to supply the market, that cream, milk, all the dairy products we can make from the milk. So he used to making that, he used to supply to the market that milk and the creamery what we extract from the milk. The last month he had received all of 30 kunur in payment. So when we receive 30 rupees, 40 rupees, that's a kunur is a currency of Sweden. It's a currency of Sweden, so that he received 30 kunur as amount. Okay, students, I hope you are able to understand till here. We'll go to the next paragraph. The stranger must have seemed incredulous. Okay, the stranger seems to be incredulous. What is the incredulous here? Okay, unable to believe. The man was not able to believe what? For the old man got up and went to the window. Okay, the old man, what did means now the what old man is going to do, that the stranger was not able to accept or was not able to believe. What was the old man did it? Let's see here. For the old man got up and went to the window, took down a leather pouch which hung on a nail in every window frame. See, we in our house we have window, and near the frame there is a nail. In every window frame there is a nail. Okay, in every window frame, and picked out 3 wrinkled 10 kunur bills. So in that frame there was a nail, and in that nail there was a pouch. You use pouch, okay, to keep pencil and rubber cutter and all. Similar, there was a pouch as the ladies keep in a pouch the rupees and all. So he was having a pouch. In that he kept it what? 30 kunus. Wrinkled bill means just it was twisted, we can say. It was not enough properly, it was just clumsy way he kept it in, and he took it out. This he held up before the eyes of his guest. See, I have got it. See, when you have some achievements, when you have a friend, you have a near and dear one whom you trust, whom you believe, you show him or her. Similarly here, this man refers to the crofter, trusted peddler, and he started showing him what? The 30 kunur bill. Okay, wrinkled 10 kunur, 3 bills, means that is 30 kunur. Okay, 3 wrinkled 10 kunur bills. This he held up before the eyes of the guest. Nodding knowingly, and as if he see, when you know something, yes, I know, sir. And in the same way, this man, he started nodding his head, okay, in a knowingly, as if he's knowing everything, and then stuck them back into the pouch. What did the man, after showing him, then he hung the pouch in the same place where it was kept. It was kept in the frame, window frame, or it was hanged on a nail. So he kept it in the same place back there. Okay, students, you have understood till here. I hope you are able to understand till here, students. Yes or no? Write it on a chat box. Yes or no? If no, if there's any doubt, tell me, share me. Yes, the answers are no doubt. Yes, very good. Let's proceed further. Let me proceed further. Okay, the next day, both men got up. Okay, next day, both men got up in a good season. See what happened. For example, suppose anyone, a boy, a girl, or I to your house. Suppose anyone is a guest to my house, or I am a guest to your house. Okay, see, you might have seen, or you might be guest to anyone's relative's house. When you are guest, and what happened in your home, you can sleep till 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, or 10 o'clock, anytime. It may be anytime you can sleep. But when you're a guest to anyone's house, the host is sleeping. Yeah, host is sleeping. You can sleep. Host has left the bed at morning 4 o'clock, and suddenly at 5 o'clock you're getting up and you can see no one is sleeping near you and you're all alone. How, what people will think? You get up and you come up, see, you're all awake already. So similarly, what happened? And the next day, both men got up in a good season. They are in a good mood. They got up. The crofter was in a hurry to milk his cow. The crofter is ready to milk his cow, to drain out the cow and to take out the cow milk. And the man probably thought he should stay. Okay, the other man, he thought he should not stay in bed when the head of the house had gotten up. So I told you the same way. The host, if host is sleeping, you can sleep for the long hours. If host is not sleeping, you cannot sleep. You cannot feel comfortable to sleep in anyone's house for long hours. What that people will think. Okay, the crofter was in a hurry to milk his cow, and the other man probably thought he should not stay in bed when the head of the house had gotten up. So the students, you can clearly understand what I explained to you right now. Okay, when the host is sleeping, you cannot sleep. You have to leave the bed. Similarly, it happened here. The same. The host is leaving. The host is getting ready to go out for his work, and guest cannot sleep. Who is the guest here? The vagabond, tramp, the peddler, the rat-trap seller, whatever name we can tell to this man. So he is sleeping here. Okay. He is sleeping. At the same time, we cannot we cannot feel comfortable to sleep. Okay. So similarly, what happened here? They left the cottage at the same time. The crofter locked the door and put the key in his pocket. Now, as per the ritual, both of them woke up. They started leaving the house, and the owner of the house have to lock the door. So the owner did the same. The man with the rat trap said goodbye and thank you, and thereupon each went his own way. Okay, so he said thank you for giving him shelter. Thank you, bye bye. They went in both their directions. Okay, I hope all of you have understood till here. Right. Let's proceed further. Okay, but half an hour later, the rat-trap peddler stood again before the door. See, again there is a twist here. Now the chapter is taking twist. After half an hour later, the rat-trap peddler stood again before the door. He did not try to get in. He did not try to get in. He did not break the door lock. He did not enter into the house. However, he only went to the window. Where did he go? He went to the window. Okay, he went to the window. Why window? Okay, he went to the window. Why window? Near the window, what he did? Smashed a pan. stuck in his hand and got hold of the pouch with 30 kunur. See, the host, the crofter, old man, trusted this man, showed him 30 kunur bill, welcomed him, gave him shelter, gave him food, gave him the time to stay, played him, and what in return, what did he do? Just again, he is doing act of stealing. He is doing the thievery. He's stealing. Okay, so he's taking the thing, and the stuck in his hand got out. Okay, and got hold of his pouch with his 30 kunur. He took the money and thrust it into his own pocket, and took the money and now kept the money in his own pocket. Then he hung the leather pouch very carefully back in its place and went away. Okay, students, what did he do? He took the 30 kunur bill and then he hung the pouch there. Clear hai? Understood all of you? So this man, after seeing the money, he was not able to believe this Buddha, this old man is having the money. And after seeing the money, the greed in him, what I talked to you yesterday, the jealous, the greed in human being, the human nature is quite a different one. Okay, so the same thing we are able to see. The human nature is now a different one, where we are able to see he started taking the money. Okay, he took the money. As he walked along with the money in his pocket, he felt quite pleased with his smartness. What he has done? Yeah, I have done marvelous job. He felt smartness, a very smart walk. He started moving. He realized, of course, that at first he dared not continue the public highway. In the very beginning, he did not dare because he has done something wrong. See, when you do wrong, you know you won't be there will be fear in your mind. You won't be happy. If you will be happy in front, there will be something fear in your mind. Someone will catch me. Someone will tell something. Someone will do something. So there will be something going on in your mind. There will be fear in your mind. That's why, due to the fear, he did not dare, or he did not continue on the public highway. Okay, he did not continue on the public highway, but must turn off the road into the woods. Into the woods. He went into the woods. Woods means a jungle. He started walking towards the jungle. Instead of going to the city or town, he started entering to the jungle. During the first hour, this caused him no difficulty. In the beginning, the first hour, there was no problem. Later in the day, it became worse. Later on, when he started walking, he started moving, then what happened? The condition became worse for him. For it was big and confusing forest which he had gotten into. You might have seen Bhul Bhulaiya, okay, in movies. Okay, when you enter into the garden, the direction from everywhere you'll be coming to that and reaching to the same place again and again. Okay, similarly, he was walking and he was coming to the same place whenever he was going, as if he was coming to the same place of the forest. He was lost. What happened? He was in the very opening time, initial time, he enjoyed the first hour. Later on, in the half of the day, he understood he was lost in the forest. The forest was confusing. He tried to be sure to walk in a definite direction, but the path twisted him back and forth so strangely. Okay, in a very different manner, in a strange manner. Finally the conclusion it comes to that the man was lost in the forest. He was not able to track it, where to go, how to come out from the forest. See, that as per his concept, what was his concept? The joy, the reach, the money, the things. What are the more things compared to the bed? The students, you can tell me what are the things that are compared with the bed, and what are the things compared with the rat trap? You can write it down in the chat box quickly. If you remember that what I've discussed in the opening part, what are the things that are compared with a rat trap? Just you can write it down here in the chat box, students, quickly. What are things compared in the rat trap, and what are the things compared with what we can say bait? What are things? Come on, you can you just be active and write it down the chat box. What are things compared with the rat trap in the world? What are things compared with the rat trap? Okay, rat trap. I'm not asking the bet. You mentioned what are things compared to the rat trap? Yeah, offering of joy, food. It is compared with what? Yes, Swam, you're correct. It is compared with bait. It is compared with bait. And yeah, Shan, you raise your hand. Answer me in the chat box. I can't unmute. Just you answer in the chat box. Okay. So what is compared with the world? World with the world? What are the things compared to the rat trap? You write it down. What are the things compared with the rat trap? What are things compared to the rat trap? Quick, pay attention and answer me. What are things compared to the rat trap? I'm trying to show you once more. I'll try to show you once more. The world with its lands, seas, its cities and villages was nothing but a big rat trap. These are things were compared with rat trap. Very good, Pratish. The world, village and everything is compared with the rat trap. Okay. Everything is compared with the rat trap. And rest of the things, riches, joys, shelter and food, heat and clothing, exactly at cheese and pork as bed. These are things compared to the bed. Remember it, students, remember it. Similarly here, okay, so what happened? Seeing the money, okay, the world with its land, seas and that, okay, fine. So what happened? Exactly the same way. What this money was compared or was a bed for whom? For the rat trap seller, peddler, vagabond. So when he is going to understand this, let's see. During the first hours, this caused him no difficulty. Later in the day, he had gotten into. Later in the day, he's gotten into. Means he was in the deep forest. He tried to be sure to walk in a definite direction, but the path twisted back and forth so strangely. He walked and walked without coming to the end of the wood, and finally he realized that he had only been walking around in the same part of the forest. All at once he recalled his thoughts, but the world and the rat trap. Now his own turn had come. Now his own turn had come. He had let himself be fooled by a bait and had been caught. So now what happened? Now he had let himself to be fooled by a bait. So as per his thought, he himself is in a bait. He had let himself to be fooled by a bait and had been caught. He's in the same trap, same concept of him. Okay, what was he doing? He was thinking the world, land, seas, everything is a rat trap. He's in a land and money, joy, food, luxuries things becomes a bed, and this money become a bed for him. The whole forest with its trunks, branches, thickets and fallen logs closed in upon him like an impenetrable prison. So impenetrable prison, I told you that permanently he's inside the prison, he's not going to come out. Like the same, he's not going to come out, he's not getting the way, so it will become like a impenetrable prison. So underline it, the comparison how it is done here in the line. Okay, impenetrable prison, and from which he could never escape. With this he was not able to escape from the what? From the forest. Students, I hope you are able to understand till here. Okay, page number 34, till page number 34, where he is stuck in the mid of the forest. He is in the world of rat trap. He's not in the real rat trap. In the world of rat trap, metaphorical presentation, what I was talking about in the introduction part. So he's in a metaphorical rat trap of world, and he is in it. Who? The same boy, the rat trap seller, the peddler, the vagabond, he is in. So just till here we'll be doing today. Next class will continue from the next page, page number 35. So we'll continue the next class from the page number 35. Till here we have done it. Next class will continue from here, students. So I hope so you are able to understand what I have explained right now. Okay, I hope there's no doubt. If there's any doubt, you can write it down in the chat box. I'll help you out to clear a doubt. Then the next class will proceed further from the next page with summarizing. I'll be asking questions. I'll be going for interaction. I'll ask you to write it down. I'll be asking the questions and you will be sharing your answers for the next class. Okay. The world with his land, seas and cities. Okay, you have shared it. So yeah, any more doubt? Any doubt? Any doubt? Yeah, if no doubt, I'll be taking sign off from you students. So just before taking sign off, just before saying you bye, just I want all of you, just those who are new user, please try to share these video to your friends, other members, whoever friend from any school he or she may be. They can see this video, they can get, they can be helpful from my of teaching, and they can be helpful from it. Okay, the students, very soon I'm going to release the video of class for student 11 students, those are newly admitted to the class 11 from any school, from anywhere. They can connect to me and they can come in touch with me if they want to attend my live session of class 11. CBSE, if they want to attend the live sessions, they are welcome. Otherwise, I'll be uploading my class video, they can get it. If any, the students, you make me aware if someone is there interested from the class 11 live sessions. As soon I'll be sharing, I'll be uploading my live sessions. I'll be doing the live session soon for class 11. If someone is interested, do inform me students, and just subscribe my channel again. So once more reminder, and just press the bell icon. Okay, and for uploading, whenever I'll be uploading the new videos, you can enjoy my channel, the videos, whatever I'll be uploading. Thank you students. Goodbye. Take care. Good night and tata. Bye bye. Next class will be joining from the same page, page number 35. Thank you students. Okay. I'll be sharing in the group. Okay. I'll be sharing in the group English coaching class in the YouTube. Okay. What is your channel? Yeah, Archit, I'll be sharing the class group. I've been sharing the videos. Okay, you can see the videos and subscribe my channel. Okay, thank you. You can write it down personally. I'll let you know. Thank you all of you. Bye bye.